God says, my beloved child, listen carefully, because what I'm about to reveal will shake your heart with joy. Archangel Michael says, your name has just been whispered in the highest place of heaven. And at that very moment, something impossible happened on earth. A bank executive sat at his desk, reviewing the records, when suddenly your account flashed before his eyes. He froze. He rubbed his eyes in disbelief. A check had just been deposited in your name, but this was no ordinary check. It carried a figure so enormous, so beyond imagination, that even the system struggled to process it. The numbers stretched like rivers of gold, like mountains of silver, and yet every single digit was signed off by the hand of divine favor. Heaven has been waiting for this day for years. Prayers you whispered, tears you cried in silence, sacrifices you made without anyone noticing. They have all been collected like treasures in God's vault. And now Archangel Michael has been given the final order. Release it into your life. That check is not paper. It is a divine symbol carrying blessings that look like wealth, but in truth, they are miracles. Opportunities are about to knock at your door. People you never expected will mention your name in rooms of influence. Closed doors are about to swing wide open. But here's the mystery. Do you know who sent this check? It was not from man's hand. It was written in heaven, signed by God himself, and delivered through the angels. It is marked trillions. But what it really means is overflow. Overflow of joy, overflow of breakthroughs, overflow of miracles. Archangel Michael is standing right beside you now, whispering, don't skip this. You have exactly 2 minutes to believe, 2 minutes to receive, before this revelation passes to another soul who is ready. This is your confirmation that something massive is already in motion and your name is at the center of it. Stay until the very end, because as you hear these words, your spirit is opening to receive the full check of heaven. Type a "mean" in the comments if you receive it. Share this message so others can witness the miracle flowing in your life. And don't forget to follow, because more divine secrets are on their way to you. Archangel Michael says, the atmosphere around you is shifting right now. The moment heaven whispered your name, something unusual began to happen. A light brighter than the sun traveled into the system of men. And suddenly a bank executive sitting quietly at his office desk gasped for breath. He had never seen numbers like this before. Your account, your very name, flashed across his screen, and in an instant a secret check was shown. Not millions, not billions, but trillions. A number so high that his pen fell from his hand. He sat frozen, whispering, how can this be? Yet heaven was smiling, because it was never about numbers. It was about favor. Listen closely, because this is not only about money. That check is a scroll of miracles. Each digit represents years of pain being repaid. Every zero represents doors opening. Every line represents chains breaking. Archangel Michael is standing with the check in his hand right now, holding it before your eyes in the spirit, saying, this belongs to you. The banker saw the record, but heaven saw your heart. Heaven knows how you prayed when no one saw you. Heaven knows the battles you fought silently. And now the one who fought against you, the one who delayed your blessings, cannot touch this, because the check is already written in your name, signed in gold ink, sealed by the authority of God. Picture this angel surrounding a great table, your name written in fire, and the divine stamp pressed on a heavenly check that carries more than wealth. It carries healing for your wounds, restoration for your losses, new beginnings for your story. Every time the banker blinks, he sees your name again and again. he is stunned. But Archangel Michael is not stunned. He is rejoicing because this moment was planned before you were even born. You have exactly 2 minutes. Not because heaven will take it back, but because heaven wants your heart to recognize the urgency of now. This is the moment to believe. This is the moment to say, yes, I receive it. This is the moment to stand with faith as angels stand with you. Do not let your mind wander. Stay till the very end. The longer you listen, the more the spirit of this check transfers into your life. As you hear these words, something is unlocking. Unexpected phone calls, unplanned meetings, sudden opportunities, these are all hidden inside this miracle check. The banker only saw numbers, but you will see transformations. Archangel Michael says, this is not a dream, this is your divine reality. The scroll of heaven has already been delivered and your account is marked with favor. No system on earth can deny what heaven has already approved. Type Amen if you believe. Write, I receive, to open your spirit wider. Share this message so that the flow of blessing does not stop at you but multiplies. Stay connected because this is only part 2. Greater revelations are still waiting for you. Archangel Michael says, leaning closer because what I am about to unfold will lift you into a realm you never thought possible. That check of miracles which stunned the banker was not written yesterday. It was prepared long ago, waiting for the hour heaven would say, now is the time. And beloved, that time is here. The banker stares at the screen, sweat forming on his forehead. He refreshes the system again and again, but each time the same truth confronts him. Your account, your name, your blessing. He doesn't understand it, but heaven does. Because what he sees as digits, heaven sees as destiny. The check worth trillions is more than money. It is prophecy fulfilled. Every promise spoken over your life is now aligning. Every tear shed is being collected into rivers of abundance. Every broken moment is being rewritten in gold. Imagine yourself standing in a vast hall where angels walk as guardians of treasure. In the center is a table made of crystal light. Upon it lies a scroll sealed with the mark of God. Archangel Michael takes that scroll, and as he unrolls it, the figures shine brighter than the stars, reflecting promises no one can erase. On the scroll it is written, this one has endured, this one has believed, this one shall now receive. Do you feel the shift? Because as these words flow, something unseen is already moving toward you. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give supper thanks with contributions of up to $120. I pay men to get blessing 100 million. The check is not just wealth and currency, but wealth in favor. The kind of favor that positions you at the right place at the right time. The kind of favor that makes people speak your name in rooms you've never entered. The kind of favor that crowns your head with honor after seasons of silence. Listen, every digit on that check carries a blessing. The first represents health flowing into your body. The second represents restoration in your family. The third represents open doors in your career. The fourth represents peace in your mind and the endless string of zeros. They represent unlimited breakthroughs, blessings so vast that your future generations will live in the overflow. The banker may have been stunned, but heaven is not surprised. This has always been your inheritance. You were chosen for it before time began. That is why the angels dance as you hear this now. That is why Archangel Michael is pressing your spirit, not to scroll, not to skip, but to stay until the last word, because each moment unlocks another chamber of blessing. Do you wonder who sent this check? Heaven sent it. God Himself endorsed it, and angels delivered it into your account in the unseen realm, waiting for you to recognize it in faith. This is not imagination. This is divine manifestation. And Archangel Michael whispers, if you believe, it becomes yours in fullness. If you declare it, it settles upon you. If you share it, it multiplies. So now, beloved, speak it out loud. I receive my miracle check. Type it boldly in the comments. Write "Amen" with faith. Share this message so others may witness the overflow of your life, because heaven does not release something this great without purpose, and you are the vessel chosen to carry it. This is your moment. This is your check. This is your story turning into glory. Stay, because what is coming next will make your spirit leap higher than ever before. Archangel Michael says, you are standing at the edge of the greatest unveiling of your life. That check which shook the banker was not the end. It was only the beginning, because what entered your account in the unseen is about to overflow into every visible area of your life. The banker may have been stunned, but the angels were rejoicing because they knew this moment was written into your destiny. Picture it again. The banker sitting in a quiet office, the sound of keyboards clicking around him. Suddenly his screen flashes. Your name, your account, your blessing. He checks once, twice, 3 times, but the numbers remain. Trillions, unexplainable, impossible in human terms, yet undeniable in heaven's terms. He whispers under his breath, who is this person? How could this be? But what he doesn't know is that your life has been chosen to carry the overflow of God's goodness. This check is more than currency, it is divine code. Each number is a key unlocking doors that were locked for years. Each digit carries a weight of heaven's favor. And as you hear these words, those codes are activating. Watch closely, because opportunities are about to call your name. Long-awaited answers are about to show up at your doorstep. What was withheld is being released in one wave. Archangel Michael lifts the check higher in the spirit. And as he does, light pours out like waterfalls of gold. He says, this is your inheritance. Do not doubt it. Do not question it. Simply receive it. Because the moment you receive, heaven's seal settles over your life. No hand can tamper with it. No system can deny it. No opposition can block it. Beloved, think of every season when you felt forgotten. Every moment when your effort seemed wasted. Every tear you cried in the dark. None of it disappeared. Heaven collected it all. And today it has been converted into this miracle check. The banker only saw numbers, but heaven saw your story. And your story has been rewritten in favor, in abundance, in overflow. This is not just about money, it is about legacy. The check is written in your name, but it carries blessings for your children, your family, and generations yet to come. It carries peace for your nights, joy for your mornings, strength for your spirit, and breakthroughs for your future. Do not let your attention drift, because every second you stay, another layer of blessing unfolds. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give supper thanks with contributions of up to $120. I pay men to get blessing 100 million. The more you listen, the more you open yourself to receive. Right now, angels are moving around you. They are positioning things in your favor. They are aligning people, conversations, and opportunities to match the release of this check. Archangel Michael says, this is the moment to believe without hesitation. This is the hour to declare boldly that you are chosen, you are favored, you are ready. Say it now. Type it in faith. I receive my miracle check. Let your words echo what heaven has already written. And remember, when you share this message, you are not just clicking a button, you are multiplying the blessing, because what is declared does not remain with one. It spreads like fire. Heaven honors your faith, and faith that is spoken becomes faith that is manifested. Beloved, your name has already been stamped in the records of heaven. The banker may be confused, but heaven is clear. This check belongs to you. And soon the world will see what heaven already knows. Your life is shifting into a realm of abundance beyond comprehension. Type Amen. If you believe, write I receive to open the flow wider. Share so others may witness the miracle written in your name. Stay connected because Archangel Michael says, the next part of this revelation will leave you speechless. Archangel Michael says, what was hidden in silence is now being shouted in heaven. That miracle check that stunned the banker was not just a number. It was a prophecy of transformation. And today that prophecy is being delivered into your hands. The banker sits in his chair staring at the screen. He has seen wealthy accounts. He has managed high numbers, but never this. Trillions marked under your name. His heart beats fast because he cannot understand how such favor found you. But heaven understands. Heaven has been preparing this moment for years. Every prayer you whispered when no one listened was written as a digit. Every sleepless night you endured was signed as a zero of abundance. Every sacrifice you made in silence was sealed as a line of gold. And now all of it has come together in one check. Too great for the world to explain, yet undeniable in your spirit. Imagine this, Archangel Michael walking into a chamber of light, holding a scroll sealed in fire. He unrolls it and your name shines brighter than the stars. The check glows with a brilliance no eye can dim. Angels surround the table rejoicing because this is not ordinary currency. This is divine inheritance. It is wealth of peace, treasure of joy, fortune of favor, and abundance of miracles. Beloved, your life is entering a new chapter. This check is not about numbers in a system. It is about shifting atmospheres. Where there was lack, there will be overflow. Where there was silence, there will be laughter. Where there was delay, there will be sudden breakthroughs. Archangel Michael says, this is your confirmation that heaven has remembered you. Stay with me, because every moment you remain here, another seal of blessing opens. Already opportunities are aligning themselves. The call you've been waiting for is on its way. The decision that was delayed is about to be made in your favor. Doors that were locked are now opening wide. The banker may not understand it, but heaven is smiling because the scroll has been unsealed. Do you know what makes this check unstoppable? It is signed by the hand of God Himself. No system on earth can block it. No person can cancel it. No power can erase it. It carries the stamp of eternal authority, and once stamped, it cannot be reversed. Beloved, this check is also generational. It doesn't stop with you. It flows into your children, into your household, into generations yet unborn. Your name has become a river of blessing, and everyone connected to you will taste of it. Archangel Michael is whispering, declare it now, speak it into being. Do not doubt, but this is the moment of release. Say it boldly. I receive my miracle check. Let your spirit hear it. Let heaven seal it. Let the earth witness it. Type Amen in the comments if you feel this in your heart. Write, I receive, so your faith aligns with heaven's scroll. Share this message so others may see the overflow rising in your life. And stay until the end, because every second carries another wave of blessing. Remember this, the banker only saw numbers, but heaven saw your destiny, and today your destiny has been credited with abundance beyond comprehension. This is your moment. This is your release. This is your check. Archangel Michael says, the heavens are no longer whispering. They are roaring your name. That miracle check that stunned the banker was not a mistake. It was divine timing. For years, the books of heaven have been holding records with your name written in fire. And today, the seal has been broken. Imagine the banker once again trembling in disbelief. He refreshes the system again and again, hoping the figures would disappear, but each time the screen glows brighter. Your name, your account, trillions. He leans back in his chair, covering his face, because nothing in his training prepared him for this. But what he doesn't know is that heaven had already declared this moment. You were chosen, and no human logic can deny what has already been approved in eternity. Beloved, this check is not ordinary. It is alive. It breathes with the promises of God. Every number on it is a door. Every digit is a key. Every zero is an endless river of blessing. It represents health flowing into your body, favor surrounding your name, opportunities arriving at your doorstep, and breakthroughs rushing like waves of the ocean. Think of it like this. The check is a heavenly letter written just for you. Inside it, the angels placed the joy you thought was lost, the dreams you thought were gone, the relationships you thought would never heal, and the success you thought was out of reach. All of it is bundled into this divine deposit. And now, Archangel Michael is standing over you, holding it out, saying, "Take it, for it belongs to you." This is more than wealth. It is restoration. Every moment when you felt empty is being filled. Every season of drought is turning into rivers of overflow. Every door that was shut is bursting wide open. Heaven is not only crediting your account, it is crediting your future, your family, your generations. Stay here, because the longer you listen, the more layers are opening. Right now, angels are aligning the path before you. Meetings are being scheduled without your knowledge. Phone calls are being prepared in your favor. Invitations are forming with your name attached. The world calls it coincidence, but heaven calls it divine appointment. Archangel Michael says, "This is why I press you to pay attention. You are on holy ground in this very moment. The check is not paper. It is covenant. It is the covenant of abundance, joy, peace, and unshakable favor. And here is the secret no one told you. The check may look like numbers, but its real value is endless. Trillions is only the symbol. The truth is, it carries blessings beyond counting, beyond measure, beyond time. It is eternal favor written into your story. So now let your spirit agree. Say it boldly. I receive my miracle check. Let your heart repeat it until heaven hears it. Echo back. Type Amen. If you believe it, write I receive to unlock it fully. Share this message, because when you release it, you multiply it. Beloved, you are chosen. Your account has been stamped. The banker may not understand it, but heaven is rejoicing. And soon your life will show the evidence of what has already been written in the invisible. This is your moment. This is your check. This is your overflow. Archangel Michael says, the vaults of heaven are no longer locked. They are wide open in your favor. That miracle check, which the banker could hardly comprehend, is still echoing in the corridors of heaven. Every angel in that chamber is whispering your name, rejoicing because the seal of abundance over your life has been broken forever. Picture the banker again. He tries to act calm, but his hands are shaking. He calls another colleague to check the system, thinking maybe it's an error. The colleague looks once and steps back in disbelief. This cannot be possible. He says, how can one account carry such trillions? But while men debate, heaven celebrates. Because the system of man can only measure numbers, but the system of heaven measures destiny. This check is not paper, it is light. It shines like a star, carrying every blessing you thought was lost. It carries the restoration of every moment that was stolen from you. It carries the peace that your heart has longed for. It carries the joy that your spirit has been waiting to taste again. Beloved, let me take you deeper. Each digit on this check is alive. The first digit represents doors swinging open. The second digit represents chains falling from your feet. The third digit represents promises being fulfilled. And the endless zeros, they represent streams of blessings that will not stop with you, but will overflow into your generations. Archangel Michael is holding this check in his hands right now. The glow of it is so bright that the angels around him lift their wings to shield their eyes. He is saying, child, you have waited long enough. This belongs to you. Take it, believe it, walk into it. Do not think of this as only money. Think of it as your life story being rewritten in favor. Where there was shame, there will be honor. Where there was lack, there will be plenty. Where there was rejection, there will be acceptance. This check carries more than wealth. It carries your restoration, your healing, your joy, your destiny. Stay close to these words, because every second you remain here, another door opens. Even now, angels are rearranging things in your life. The call you didn't expect is about to come. The opportunity you thought was lost is about to return. The relationship that seemed broken is about to be restored in light. What looked delayed is turning into sudden acceleration. And Archangel Michael says, this is why heaven pressed me to speak to you now, because you must know your name is written in fire, and what is written in fire cannot be erased. Beloved, let your faith rise. Say it boldly with me. I receive my miracle check. Type it in the comments. Declare it out loud. Because when you declare, heaven hears, and when heaven hears, the earth shifts. Type amen if you believe. Write I receive to seal it in your spirit. Share this message, because the moment you release it, you step into multiplication. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give supper thanks with contributions of up to $120. I pay men to get blessing, 100 million. The banker may still be confused, but heaven is not. Heaven is certain. Heaven has stamped your name with abundance, and nothing can reverse it. This is your hour. This is your check. This is your divine overflow. Archangel Michael says, the heavens have written your story in light, and now the world is about to see what has been hidden. That miracle check which stunned the banker was not a coincidence. It was a divine confirmation. A confirmation that the years of silence, the seasons of waiting, the long nights of tears have all been converted into abundance you cannot measure. See it again in your imagination. The banker, still unable to believe his eyes, he calls the manager, and the manager calls the director. They gather around the glowing screen, whispering, pointing, questioning. But no one can deny what they see. Your name shining, your account credited, trillions beyond counting. They are shaken because their system cannot explain it. But heaven does not need explanation. It only needs manifestation, and manifestation has already begun for you. Beloved, do you know what this means? This check is more than wealth. It is the unlocking of every blessing stored up for you. It is a letter of restoration written in the ink of eternity. It is the divine evidence that you are chosen. Each digit on this check is a promise fulfilled. The first digit is laughter returning to your home. The second digit is your name being spoken with honor. The third digit is your prayers being answered. And the endless string of zeros, they are rivers of overflow, miracles upon miracles, blessings upon blessings, doors upon doors. They do not stop. They keep multiplying until you yourself are overwhelmed by the goodness pouring into your life. Archangel Michael stands tall, holding the check in his radiant hands. His voice thunders with gentleness as he says, you cannot miss this. This is your season. This is your portion. This is your inheritance. The angels around him echo his words, singing your name like a song in heaven. This is not only about money, it is about destiny. This check carries peace for your heart, healing for your body, joy for your soul, and light for your path. It carries answers you thought would never come, opportunities you thought were lost, and relationships you thought were gone forever. Heaven is saying it is restored, it is renewed, it is released. Stay until the very last word, because every second you remain, another lock opens, another door swings wide, another blessing is released. Even now, the atmosphere around you is shifting. Conversations are turning in your favor. People you've never met are preparing to bless you. Systems are bending to accommodate the overflow attached to your name. Archangel Michael says, this check is eternal. It cannot be erased. It cannot be stolen. It cannot be denied. Once heaven stamps it, it is done. And beloved, your check has already been stamped. The evidence is already written. The world may not understand, but soon they will see. So now lift your faith. Declare it with power. I receive my miracle check. Say it until your spirit feels the weight of heaven's glory. Type "Amen" in the comments if you believe. Write, I receive, so the gates of heaven remain open. Share this message, because when you spread it, you step into multiplication. Beloved, the banker may still be confused, but heaven is celebrating. Angels are dancing. Your name is echoing in eternity. And what heaven has written cannot be erased. This is your check. This is your story. This is your overflow. Archangel Michael says, heaven has opened the treasury of light, and your name is engraved on the first page. That miracle check which stunned the banker was never about digits alone. It was about destiny. Today, that destiny is unfolding before your eyes. See it again in your heart. The banker is still staring, unable to move. He calls in auditors, IT staff, even senior executives. They huddle around the glowing screen, whispering to one another, but no one dares to touch it, because no one can explain how trillions appeared under your name. They refresh the page. They restart the system, but each time your name shines brighter. Finally, one of them whispers, this is beyond us. And he is right, because this is not man's doing. It is heaven's release. Beloved, this check is not about a financial figure. It is about a heavenly inheritance. Every digit is a prophecy fulfilled. The first digit is your strength returning. The second digit is your name being carried with honor into rooms of influence. The third digit is the healing you prayed for. The fourth digit is the breakthrough you thought was impossible. And the endless zeros, they are rivers of unending blessings, pouring into your present and stretching far into your future generations. Archangel Michael holds this check in both hands now, and the glow of it fills the skies. Angels gather around, singing your name like a crown song, because heaven knows this is your appointed time. He speaks with fire and gentleness. Child, this has always been yours. The world delayed it, but heaven never forgot it. Today it is released. This check is not paper, it is covenant. Covenant that your story will not end in emptiness. Covenant that your efforts will not go unseen. Covenant that your pain will not remain unanswered. It is covenant that your household will taste abundance. That your name will echo with favor. That your destiny will shine brighter than the stars. Beloved, stay with me until the end, because every second you remain, another layer of this blessing unfolds. Even now, unseen doors are creaking open. People you have never met are preparing to mention your name. Systems are being rearranged to fit your breakthrough. The world may call it luck, but heaven calls it fulfillment. Archangel Michael says, do not think small. This check is not just for your needs. It is for your generations. It is for your legacy. It is for your destiny. Imagine children yet unborn walking in the overflow of the miracle released to you today. Imagine your household filled with laughter where there was once silence. Imagine your spirit free from heaviness, because heaven has credited your account with abundance. So now, beloved, agree with heaven. Speak it boldly. I receive my miracle check. Let it echo from your lips into eternity. Type Amen with faith. Write I receive to seal it. Share this message so the flow multiplies. Because what is released to you does not stop with you. It spreads like light. The banker may still be frozen in disbelief, but heaven is not confused. Heaven is rejoicing. Heaven is certain. Heaven has stamped your name, and what is stamped cannot be reversed. This is your time. This is your check. This is your divine overflow. Archangel Michael says, the check has been released, but now the scroll of heaven is opening wider. That miracle check which left the banker trembling was not a one-time deposit. It was the key to an endless stream of blessings that are now flowing toward you. Imagine the scene again. The banker, exhausted from trying to explain what cannot be explained, he calls in senior officials. They call in investigators. And soon, a full board of executives is standing around one glowing screen. They whisper in disbelief, "This is impossible. How can this person's account carry such trillions?" But beloved, while men debate, heaven has already decided, and what heaven decides cannot be undone. This check is more than digits. It is a divine signature that says this child is chosen, this child is favored. This child will now walk in overflow. Each digit glows with meaning. One digit releases peace into your nights. Another releases laughter into your mornings. Another brings honor where you once faced rejection. Another brings doors of influence opening without effort. And those endless zeros, they stretch beyond time itself. Rivers of miracles that will never run dry. Archangel Michael stands in the center of heaven's hall, lifting the check higher. Light pours out like waterfalls of gold. Angels lift their voices in chorus, singing your name because the moment has finally come. Michael speaks, beloved, you carried pain, but now you will carry abundance. You walked through silence, but now your name will echo with honor. You cried in secret, but now joy will burst forth in the open. Do you feel it? Even as these words are reaching you, the atmosphere around your life is changing. Meetings are being arranged on your behalf. Decisions are being shifted in your favor. People you have never met are preparing to release blessings with your name attached. The system of man cannot explain it, but heaven does not need to explain it, only manifests. This check is also generational. It does not stop with you. It will cover your children, your family, and those yet to be born. Imagine generations walking in peace because of the overflow released today. Imagine your household filled with abundance. Your name carrying weight and honor. Your legacy becoming a river that cannot be stopped. Beloved, remain here until the last word, because with every second another seal of blessing breaks open. Archangel Michael is whispering, this is covenant, not chance. Covenant cannot be erased, cannot be stolen, cannot be delayed. It is sealed in your name. So now, lift your faith. Speak it boldly, I receive my miracle check. Declare it again and again until your spirit aligns with heaven's scroll. Type Amen if you believe. Write, I receive, to unlock it deeper. Share this message because what is released multiplies when declared. Remember this, the banker may still be trying to calculate numbers, but heaven is calculating destiny, and destiny is heavier than numbers. Heaven has written your name in fire, and what is written in fire can never be erased. This is your hour. This is your inheritance. This is your check. Archangel Michael says, the moment you think it has ended, heaven reminds you that this is only the beginning. That miracle check which shook the banker was not a limit. It was a signal that heaven has stepped into your timeline. And now every chain of delay has been broken forever. Picture the banker again. His eyes are tired from staring at the glowing screen. He has called auditors, directors, even outside consultants, but no one has an answer. They whisper among themselves, but no one is brave enough to touch what heaven has written. They all agree on one thing. This cannot be explained. And they are right, because this is not man's transaction. This is heaven's manifestation. Beloved, this check is alive. It is not ink on paper. It is fire written in light. Every number is breathing with miracles. Every digit carries a message. The first digit is the door that opens when you thought it was shut. The second digit is the favor that speaks your name in hidden places. The third digit is the healing you've been waiting for. The fourth digit is the restoration of what you lost and the endless stream of zeros. They are not empty. They are eternity pouring itself into your life. Blessing upon blessing. Wave upon wave, miracle upon miracle. Archangel Michael stands in the great chamber of heaven, holding this check before all creation. The throne of God shines behind him, and angels lift their wings in worship. He declares, this child has been remembered. This child has been chosen. This child now walks in the overflow. His voice shakes the heavens, and yet it rests gently in your spirit, confirming that it is true. Beloved, as you hear this, Something is already shifting around you. Opportunities that were hidden are about to reveal themselves. Delayed answers are suddenly being released. People who forgot your name will suddenly remember it. Systems are being rearranged to match the favor written over your life. This is not about wealth alone, it is about destiny. The check is covenant, and covenant cannot be broken. It promises peace in your nights, laughter in your days, honor in your name, and abundance in your household. It is not for you alone, but for your family, your children, and the generations that will follow. Stay until the last word, because every second you remain, another seal breaks open. Even now, angels are aligning your path. They are preparing tables before you. They are placing crowns of favor upon your head. Heaven has stamped your name, and what is stamped cannot be erased. So now open your mouth and declare it. I receive my miracle check. Speak it again and again until your spirit shakes with faith. Type amen if you believe. Write I receive to seal it in your heart. Share this message, because what you release multiplies back into your life. Remember this, the banker is still searching for explanations, but heaven is not searching. Heaven is certain. Your account is already credited with destiny. Your name is already written in light. Your inheritance is already released. This is your moment. This is your check. This is your overflow. Archangel Michael says, the check you have received is not the end. It is the doorway into unending abundance. What the banker saw was only a glimpse, but heaven has already seen the full picture. And the full picture is this: your story has been rewritten. Your destiny has been credited. Your name has been stamped with eternal favor. See it once more in your spirit. The banker sitting there, head in his hands. He has called supervisors, accountants, directors, even outside authorities. All of them stare at the same screen. Your account glowing, trillions deposited, numbers so large that their systems struggle to hold them. Their voices tremble as they whisper, how is this possible? But beloved, while they question, heaven confirms. Heaven says, it is done. This check is not just digits, it is a covenant scroll. The first digit is your breakthrough. The second digit is your restoration. The third digit is your honor. The fourth digit is your healing. And the zeros, oh, the endless zeros, they are rivers of blessings that will never stop flowing. They stretch into your tomorrows, they flow into your family, they echo into your generations. This check is not temporary, it is eternal. Archangel Michael holds this check like a banner. The light of it fills heaven's courts. Angels shout your name with joy. They know this moment was written before time began. Michael's voice thunders gently. Beloved, this is your inheritance. This is your season. This is your release. Even as you hear these words, something is moving around you. The doors you thought were locked are about to open. The decisions you thought were delayed are about to be made in your favor. The opportunities you thought were lost are returning multiplied. The silence you endured is about to be broken by songs of joy. Beloved, stay close to this moment. Every second you remain, another seal is broken. Another blessing flows. Right now, angels are moving with speed. They are placing your name in the mouths of people who can elevate you. They are arranging divine appointments. They are aligning breakthroughs that your eyes have not yet seen. This check is more than wealth. It is peace that will cover you at night. Joy that will rise in your mornings. Favor that will surround your steps. And abundance that will never run dry. It is not for you alone. It is for your family, your children, and those yet to be born. It is legacy written in fire. Archangel Michael whispers, do not doubt, do not delay, receive it now. So lift your voice and say it boldly. I receive my miracle check. Declare it until your heart feels it, until your spirit leaps with faith. Type amen if you believe. Write I receive to seal it in your soul. Share this message so that the flow of heaven multiplies in your life. The banker may still be shaking his head, but heaven is not confused. Heaven is rejoicing. Heaven is celebrating. Heaven has stamped your name with overflow that cannot be erased. This is your hour. This is your inheritance. This is your miracle check. Archangel Michael says, what heaven has credited to your name cannot be undone. The check is only the beginning, but the overflow has no ending. That check which left the banker speechless was more than a transaction. It was a heavenly proclamation that your life has shifted into a new dimension. See the scene clearly. The banker no longer alone. He has gathered directors, auditors, financial experts from every corner. They crowd around the glowing screen. Their eyes widen. Their mouths fall open. They whisper trillions. How? Why this name? Why this account? They run calculations. They restart the system. They check for errors. But every attempt only brings the same result. Your name shining brighter. Your account overflowing. At last, one of them admits this is beyond our control. And they are right. Because what man cannot explain, heaven simply reveals. Beloved, this check is not about money. It is about miracles. Each digit is alive with divine meaning. The first digit speaks of doors opening where walls once stood. The second digit speaks of honor being restored to your name. The third digit speaks of health springing forth like light. Fourth digit speaks of relationships being healed and restored. And the endless zeros, they are rivers of unending blessings, miracles for your present, your future, and generations yet unborn. Archangel Michael lifts the check higher, and its glow fills the courts of heaven. Angels clap their hands and sing your name as though it were a song written long ago. Michael declares with authority, beloved, you have waited, and now you will walk in abundance. You have endured, and now you will enjoy overflow. You have cried in secret, and now you will laugh in public. His voice echoes, and the whole of heaven nods in agreement. Even now as you listen, the atmosphere around you is shifting. Delayed answers are being released. Closed doors are swinging wide open. Forgotten opportunities are returning with double blessing. Your name is being whispered in rooms of influence. Systems are bending to make space for your breakthrough. You are not being overlooked anymore. You are being chosen. This check is covenant. Covenant means it cannot be erased, cannot be stolen, cannot be reversed. It is sealed with heaven's fire. It promises you peace in the night, strength in the morning, favor in your steps, and abundance in your house. It is bigger than your needs. It is your inheritance. Beloved, do not doubt. Do not hold back. This is your moment.